Okay, to set up the Resuscitator, first of all, I like to follow this order. Number one is my two connections. Okay, two connections I'm gonna have my inlet connection and my outlet connection. Obviously, my inlet connection is where I'm going to have my gas source. Now, we definitely want to encourage you guys to connect it to a blender. Okay, once it's connected to a blender, for starters, it's always a good idea to start off at 21%, and then as you guys can see here, pretty easy to follow the directions. They want us to use a flow of 5 to 15 liters. So good midpoint to start is set it up at 10 liters per minute. Okay, once you have your gas source connected to your gas inlet, then you want to connect on the outlet. This is where your corrugated tube that's connected to the mask is going to be connected to. Okay, now we have two different settings here. One that you guys can see it's hidden, and it even has a number written here that says it's 30. That is our maximum pressure, our pop-off valve. Pretty much what that's going to do is once we include the setting, and if we increase the pressures, it's gonna come to the point where it should pop off. Now here's telling me it's not properly set, so I'm just gonna drop the, see, there we go, now it's set at 30. Now if I increase my inspiratory pressure, it will never let me go higher than 30. So that's like a backup defense mechanism, and we want to keep it covered. Now, second of all, now I'm going to concentrate on the pressures that I'm going to be delivering on the baby. Now, a good point to start off with is going to be 20/5. So first, let's go ahead and set our maximum pressure. Now, an easy way to set the maximum pressure is, we have two ways of doing it. Number one, including the mask and including the PEEP. But a lot of times it's going to be girls setting this up, it's going to have very small hands, so I like to use the two-finger technique. Once I include both parts here, you guys can see it's going to give me my maximum pressure. Now what I'm going to do is reduce it all the way down to my set pressure, my desired pressure, which is going to be 20. Okay? Now I know that every breath that I deliver is going to max out
How you deliver a breath
at 20.
Yeah.
We're going to cover that in a second, so pretty much it's going to be by occlusion. So now, once I occlude both sides here, have my maximum pressure 20. And now I'm going to set my PEEP. Now my PEEP's going to be set, or my CPAP, with this PEEP valve that I have here. Okay, so the way I'm going to set it up is I'm just going to include the bottom part of it. And as you guys see, as I play around with it, my pressures go up and down.
Let's do it again so I can see it.
Okay, so okay. I'm going to set a PEEP of 5.
Perfect.
Okay. Now that I set both my PEEP and my peak inspiratory pressure, I can go ahead and deliver breath. Now the way that I'm going to deliver breath using this mannequin is, once I have a good mouth seal, once I include the top portion here, that's going to be inspiration, and when I let go, it's going to be exhalation. So in, out, and we can see that even the rise and fall of the chest. But right now, let's look at the numbers. So inhalation, exhalation, in, out, in, out. Okay, nice rise and fall of the chest also. And this is the way that we're going to be doing it. So during exhalation, we just let the top part just free, and to give a breath, we just occlude the top part. So breathe in, out, and then going by NRP standards, if I'm just bagging the baby, the way I'm going to be doing, the rhythm I'm going to be using is going to be breathe 2, 3, breathe 2, 3, breathe 2, 3, 2, 3, breathe 2, 3, 2, 3. So at this point, I can go ahead and just continue delivering the breath on my babies. Now, if for some reason this baby does require to be intubated, this adapter here will fit an ET tube, and that way it's just going to be as a manual ventilator.
Oh,
okay.
Yes.
So we do have the option or we encourage everybody to use the T-piece resuscitator, the Neopop, versus the Ambu bag, either the flow inflating bag or definitely the self-inflating bag. If you have any questions, you can always ask Hugo.
Thank you, Miguel. Thank you so much.